Hey guys, it's Dawn from New Dawn Coaching and Training. Today we're going to talk about balance and how to get it better. Probably the most common question I hear from training clients is, how do I get my balance better? What can I do? What can I do? Most of us realize the danger of having poor balance, and it's so common, especially as we get older. Without good balance, our chances of falling go up. And when your chances of falling go up, your chances of getting hurt go up. I've known people just to miss a step in their garage and they crush an ankle, and that puts them out of commission for a long time. So if we can train your balance, if we can train your body to kind of catch yourself before you actually fall, you're going to save yourself a lot of grief and a lot of problems down the road. So let's go ahead and talk about how can we get that better today. And I'm going to give you a small routine that you can do to work on your own throughout the week that I believe that will really help you with that. So some things to keep in mind. If you're just getting started with balance, you're going to want to have a chair close by. And I'm going to show you how to use that chair today as well. Also make sure no bare feet. You've got to be wearing some shoes. That'll give you a nice flat surface to make contact with the floor. Now, if you want a big old challenge for your balance, don't wear shoes and don't rely on the chair all that much. But be smart. As you progress it, you'll be able to start doing things less and less with the chair. The chair is here to help keep you safe. All right, so let's get going. We're just going to start with something really basic. We're just going to lift each knee up and each knee up. Now, if you're already really wobbly, grab that chair and just put your fingers lightly on that chair, and that'll help a lot. Now, if you'd like to add on a little bit more, just lift up the opposite arm. So just bring that opposite arm straight up there. So we just go all the way up. Now, the longer you can hold these, the better. Reaching up. But if you're just getting started, you know what? We're not going to keep those up all that long. So here's a few more. And you've got just one more each side. So we're going to take it up. And here's your last one right here. So we're set. So what I want to do is have you grab your chair. And we're going to have this close by. And I'm going to show you how you can use it for some of your exercises. I'm going to stand to one side. And I'm going to step onto a pretend balance beam. So I'd want to have my front heel against my back toes, and then I just want to stand tall. Again, you might need the chair a little bit, but fingertips only. I don't want to see you leaning into the chair like that. So here's what we're going to do to change this. We're going to bring the front foot back behind the back heel, and then step forward again. So it's like you're on a balance beam and you're just stepping backwards, and you're stepping forward. That's all we're doing, okay? So going back. Now, as you do this, you want to try to avoid leaning forward. We're going to keep our shoulder blades back, our chest out. We're going to stand nice and tall. And it's tempting to hold the breath on some of this, so we want you to keep on breathing. Just a little bit more at those. How you doing standing up tall? Is it working well for you? I sure hope so. Let's go 2 more times. It's okay to look down because I know you want to know where those feet are landing. So let's do one more time. So we're going to go back and we're going to go front. So make sure as we do this that our heels and toes are not turning out to either side. So we're going to switch over to the other side of our chair. The other foot's now going to go in the front, and I've got the heel perfectly against my toes. So I'm going to do that step backwards and then step forward. And again, upright posture. We're always working on that. Now, if you're just too wobbly and you can't get a totally straight line, that's okay, but I want you to try to really aim like you're on a balance beam. I can't remember exactly how wide they are, maybe 3.5 inches, maybe 4, but it ain't a lot of space. So you're going to maintain that really tight distance there. And by doing so, it's a big old challenge to the balance. Now, if you started to lean forward, I want you to pick yourself back up right here. Check on your abs, make sure they're in today. Soft knees, so the knees are not locked out. Anybody wobbly yet? Hopefully you're doing pretty good. 3 more. And let's check out those last 2. And let's get you in one more time, all right? Now, our next exercise is going to be based on the balance beam. Let's go ahead and walk over to the other side of the chair again. But this time we're just picking up our foot a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and just stay here, making sure my inside foot, the one closest to the chair, toes are pointing forward. So I'm going to pick up my leg and tap my heel to my front shin, my toes to my calf. So my heel to my shin, toes to my calf. Notice this knee is staying pointing forward, okay? And doing it again. So front to back. Keeping our head up, looking straight on to the front of the room. We're halfway there. Pulling up your spine, up out of the pelvis. We want to stand as tall as possible here. You still remembered how to hold your upper body, shoulder blades back. And you're only using the chair as needed. Don't let this be easy. You should be wobbly. You should be wobbly. One more right here. Wobbles mean your body's figuring it out. Let's put the foot down and switch sides. Which same thing here. We're going to stand on our inside foot. We're going to pull the spine up. This leg comes up. Tap your heel to your shin, your toes to your calf. So we got our heel and our toes back there. And we're going to keep on breathing. Remember, you kept pulling your spine up taller to the ceiling here. Yep, just keep looking straight on. That will help you keep your balance. A lot of times if you're just starting with balance, what I recommend is finding something in front of you that doesn't move and just keep your eyes on it, because the vision really, really helps us with our balance. And you're going to notice that later when we have you shut your eyes in some of these exercises. All right, so here's 2 more. And let's get you in one more time. So one more right here. All right, so put your foot down, guys. Let's walk to the other side of the chair. So we're gonna do something different now. What I want you to do is stand tall again. Just kick out that outside leg. So kick it forward and down. It's a small kick. It doesn't have to go high. Now, if you're already wobbling and this is tough for you, don't add on the head turn that I'm about to do. What I'm gonna do is turn my head and look over my chair and then front. So you'll notice when you turn your head, your balance requirements go up, don't they? So we're going to twist that head just a little bit. And again, if you can, just get away with fingertip balance here instead of grabbing onto the chair for dear life. And you got a little bit more. But the first priority is to stay safe. I do not want anybody falling here. So that's why we have the trusty chair here. If you don't have access to a chair, you can always just get close to the wall and kind of put your fingertips there as well. Let's go 2 more. So you're gonna do that little bit of a head turn, kick front. And one more time here. So you're gonna do that little head turn, kick front. All right, you know what, we're doing the other side, okay? So we start with just a few kicks on the ground first. I want you to pull that spine up. So we do your kick and we put that foot down. So we do your kick. We're just gonna do one more. You're kind of feeling it out. You're seeing where you're at today with this one. And now we're gonna look this way. We're gonna look over the chair. So a little head turn. And I want you to try to avoid turning your shoulders on this. Try to keep everything lifted up tall. 3. And back in we go. Try it again. 4. So one day in your perfect world, you won't have to do this with the chair. 5. And you might be saying, oh, that's never gonna happen. Trust me, it will. The more you do this, the more your body will respond. It will learn how to maintain your balance. That's why we're doing this. All right, so 3 more. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Give me 2 more. Let's get in that last one right here. So up we go. All right, good. So the next one we're gonna do is right behind your chair. And we're gonna do a little bit of tilting. But first I want you to get used to the legs. We're gonna lift one leg up and bring it down and then the other. So little lift up and bring it down. Now notice my toes are pointing to the front of the room. Now if that feels good to you, what you're gonna do is just kind of lean away from that and bring it up. So we're gonna lean away. I'm gonna bring my opposite arm up, but I'm actually tilting down right here to the side a little bit and coming back up. So that tilt is just one more way to manipulate the balance and give it another little kind of stimulus, saying, hey, here's something different. What do you think? This is kind of true to life, because a lot of our situations we really can't predict if we're going to be leaning or tilting or grabbing a bag or grabbing this or that. And then you find yourself on one foot and you're like, uh-oh, I better be able to hold it here. So we're kind of training you for real life here. Just leaning to the side, stretching out that arm. Let's do 2 more. You're gonna feel that foot kind of wobbling, figuring how to maintain your body weight through that lower extremity. So we're all set. Go ahead and walk in place a little bit, okay? So the next thing we're gonna do is have you try shutting your eyes as we do some of our basic movements. What I'm gonna do first is just tap my toes one side and the other. Now, if you're just starting out, I recommend you stay with the toe taps. 2 more. Upright body. Now what we're gonna do is have you keep tapping and close your eyes. So I want those eyes shut the whole time. No peeking. Just keep tapping the toes. You might need to hold onto the chair a little bit with the fingers. If you're just starting, you need to probably have both hands there. So we're gonna do 1 more of each. Still got the eyes shut. 1 more here. And you're all set. So I want you to open your eyes. Now the next thing we're gonna do is just step away from the chair just a wee little bit. You should still be able to hold on to it if you need it. We're gonna lift the knee up and down and then the other. Now, this is what we're gonna do to progress the eyes shut balance. We're gonna lift these knees up. So I want you to go ahead and shut your eyes and keep going. So 1 knee up. Doesn't that feel totally different now? You know, having a pretty easy time with that with our eyes open. But we take away the vision and things get a lot harder. The reason being is we just took away a big feedback system there with your vision, and your body's got to rely on other things to help you keep your balance. So last 2, and let's do 1 more. And then go ahead and open up those eyes, okay? So the last thing you're gonna do with your eyes shut is actually just hold a knee up, and we're gonna see if we can hold for a few seconds. Again, do what you can. Be patient with yourself. Remember, getting balanced better is a progression. It takes time. All right, so here we go. I want you to bring up 1 knee. Let's go ahead and shut those eyes and see how you feel. Ooh, maybe need the chair a little bit, maybe. 5, 4, 3, 2, open your eyes, put your foot down. All right, here we go with the other side. Let's pick up that knee and shut those eyes. Here we go. It's tempting to hold the breath. Try to not do that. So you got 5, 4, 3, 2, and eyes open and put your foot down. Do you notice one side's a little better than the other? That's pretty normal. So let's go back to the other foot. Let's close those eyes right here. Again, don't hesitate to use that chair just a little bit if you need it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and eyes open, foot down. We got 1 more time the other side. You ready? Pick up your foot and shut those eyes. We're getting closer. We're gonna make it here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're all set. So walk that off a little bit. Great job. So that is all set. That's just a small routine that you can do throughout your week to help you improve your balance. Other basic things you can do is just think when you're at the sink or at the microwave or you're even brushing your teeth. Practice standing on 1 foot and the other, just kind of go back and forth. Obviously, if you're really shaky, just be really careful. You want to be able to hold on to something. But if you're advancing with balance, just a great way to start making it a little more challenging throughout your day. If you're out taking a walk, think about that balance beam. Instead of just going forward and back, say, I'm going to do 8 steps walking forward on a balance beam, and then walk normal again. So just little things throughout your day, because having better balance is gonna pay off. So that's it for today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again next workout.